You good to go?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Okay. In April of last year, the Centers for Disease Control posted on their website that an estimated 151,000 people under the age of 20 have diabetes. It also tells that an estimated 13,000 young people are diagnosed with diabetes every year. It is these people that the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, which can be shorted JDRF, works to benefit. I actually did some work with JDRF in my GP class, so I have some first-hand experience with them. So today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about JDRF, and I'll do this by telling you specifically kind of what it is and what it does. I'll tell you some of the events and ways people get involved, and I'll tell you some more specifics about the Springfield JDRF. So to start, we're going to talk about what exactly is JDRF. Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation is dedicated to working to minimize the effect of type 1 diabetes in people's lives and ultimately try to cure it. By the way, type T1D is just a shortened version for type 1 diabetes. What is type 1 diabetes? On the page on the American Diabetes Association website earlier this year says that T1D is a type of diabetes usually found in children and young adults where the body doesn't produce any insulin, and type 1 diabetes has to be, of course, worked on with insulin shots. The Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation is also very reliable. On Charity Navigator, gave them a 70 out of 70 on their accountability and transparency score in 2011. And also the president and CEO of JDRF, who is Jeffrey Brewer, takes no annual salary at all. So now we talk about what JDRF is. We can move on to some of the events and volunteer opportunities offered by JDRF. One big way that people get involved is the events. So some of the nationwide events that are found on the JDRF website include the Walk to Cure Diabetes, the Ride to Cure Diabetes, and the Kids Walk to Cure Diabetes, which are all very self-explanatory. And for any event, anyone can donate money to support someone that's participating in the event, or the participant themselves can start a team and raise money themselves. Also, JDRF also is always accepting volunteers, so you can donate your time, set up money. You can work an event, you can work in an office, or you can serve on a committee. And since there's more than 100 JDRF regional branches in the United States, which are even further divided, there's branches all over, so you can always find somewhere to work if you want to. Now that we've talked about the nationwide organization, we're going to move on to Springfield more specifically. The one thing about Springfield JDRF is that it has its own unique events and it does things its own way. I spoke to Jennifer Cotner-Jones, who actually runs JDRF in Springfield. I talked to her earlier this month, and she kind of explained some of the things she does. She is actually under the St. Louis branch of the JDRF, which is then under the regional list, so she kind of has her own way to plan her own events and do things her own way. She uses this freedom to kind of plan her own events, and she does her events differently than the nationwide organization does. Some events there in Springfield are the Egg Shuffle Run, which is around Easter time, the Poker Bicycle Ride, which I think sounds pretty cool, and the Gala, which is just like this funky dinner party thing that they have for all their donors, and it's just they have that near Christmas time. They call it the Jingle Bell Bash. In closing, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, or JDRF, is an organization dedicated to type 1 diabetes. The organization is very reliable, and there are a variety of ways that people can get involved with the organization. Springfield JDRF is a related organization, but also independent and unique in its own right. And so I've had my experience with them, and I actually think they're a really good organization and it's good people working on it. Thank you for your time.